Jimmy's Pool Room. It's Uncle Jimmy's Pool Room. It's Uncle Jimmy's Pool Room.
G'day kids, welcome to another episode of Uncle Jimmy's Pool Room, episode 7. And to tell you what's a huge one because we've got the skipper of North Melbourne, Boomer Harvey, joining us on the couch.
Boomer, you're a little bit early, son. What's happening there?
But seriously, we have got Boomer Harvey joining us a little bit later on. This is actually my son Tex. This is his debut on TV, Brody.
And mate, I think he's carrying your dummy. You've needed this at least 4 or 5 times so far this year, Robbo. Put it in the goal. Go on, there you go.
Funny man, mate. And we've got some mates here.
Yeah, a couple of mates of ours from Hobart, from CFM. They're over here for a cross promotion. Our first ever live audience over there, 2 people.
We are absolutely kicking goals on Uncle Jimmy's Pool Room. The 2 boys behind the camera reckon they got into the Logies. I don't believe it. We'll wait and see on a little bit of footage afterwards. Boomer Harvey to join us after the break, but Brody, we went out and did some of our best acting. Check out this ad we did for Peter Worth. Welcome back to Uncle Jimmy's Pool Room. Some of the best acting you will ever see in your life, Brody.
How good are we, Robbo?
We are pretty good. Look, we are very, very lucky this afternoon to be joined by one of the league's greatest, the North Melbourne captain, Boomer Harvey. How are you, Boom?
Good, boys.
Good to see you, Boomer, mate. Let's get straight into it. I'll tell you what, one of the best players I've ever played on, if not the, let me tell you, and he's played 305 games to this second. By round 12 this year, he will have broken the record at North Melbourne. Mate, how does it feel?
A little bit unreal at the minute because it's still 5 games away or 7 games away, whatever it is. But look, I think I take over to Great Glen Archer. So
that's a huge, huge thing.
I think that's probably going to be a little bit embarrassing at the start. But then once your career finishes, mate, you know what happens. You pump yourself up and you grow by 10. I'll probably grow 10 inches and probably play 450 games by the time I'm telling my grandkids.
You talk about kids. In recent history, you've had some old guys in and around the football club to sort of bounce things off. Now they all seem like they're 18-year-olds, little babies, and you're the old man. They go to you for some advice.
Some of them do actually. Like, it's quite funny. Being the oldest player in the team, I don't look at myself like that because I'm still very immature, which is good. I can relate to the young guys pretty well.
I can relate to that too.
But yeah, mate, it's as you said, 18-year-old boys at our footy club. I was there one day, and like you guys, it's pretty daunting walking into a football club, but we make everyone feel pretty welcome.
Now, Boomer, I've got to say, one of the best players I've ever played on in terms of not only ability-wise, but sledging. You are one of the best sledgers I've ever played on. You actually said to me one day, Brody, just remember, you're playing on me. Now, do you use that often with the taggers, or?
No, I do. I use that. It's one of my
every week.
Yeah, mate, like, you're pretty lippy, so it's good to get back, and you're not going to sit back and cop it all. You've got to give a little bit back as well. So I sit at home in front of the mirror, work on me sledges.
I do that a bit. It's not for sledging, just in general.
Yeah, we know that to be true. This weekend, big game for Scotty as well against his twin brother. That's going to be a huge rivalry.
First time ever, which is pretty good, I reckon. We played in the pre-season, but mate, that doesn't count. You know that. So yeah, first time the twins have coached against each other, and hopefully Brad gets up one on Chris. I was going to say Scott there, but that's all good.
Yeah, I certainly love Brad Scott, and obviously down at Collingwood, so I spent a bit of time with him. Fantastic coach, fantastic guy. So very lucky to have him as coach. I've got to say, you've got to use this cross promotion that I've got in my head. Mazda, North Melbourne, Brent Harvey, new commercial. It goes a little bit like this. Boom, 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 oh, boom, 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 ah. Boom, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Boom, 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 yeah, boom, boom.
Okay,
boom.
don't knock yourself out, mate. Do you see what I've got to deal with week to week? This is what I'm working with.
You know what?
What do you reckon? What do you reckon?
The weird thing is, I've actually thought about that as well. I only need to get a free Mazda.
Well, Boomer Harvey, the captain of the North Melbourne boys, look, it's a big season for you guys. Thanks for coming and joining us on Uncle Jimmy's Pool Room, mate. We are very, very lucky to have you. I think Brody's got some prizes
he's got a couple of prizes. Got the Sasa security voucher, $650 worth there, fully installed video intercom there, and a couple of Peter Worth t-shirts too. Bang, bang, bang. Bob's your uncle. No, sorry, Jimmy's your uncle.
Don't go too far away. We like that ad so much. Oh, I just want you to see it again. Here it is. Put it on. Play it for me, would you?
Hey, Jimmy's in the room, Jimmy's pool room. Hey, Jimmy's in the room, Jimmy's pool room. Jimmy's pool room. Jimmy's pool room. Jimmy's pool room.
Welcome back to the Cubby House, live on Uncle Jimmy's Pool Room. Two guys that usually are on the other side of the camera working for us. They wanted to get on this side, probably should have stayed on that side with faces like that. Frankie and Dino, how are you guys?
Oh, it's great to be here. Mate, these two look good, don't we, Frankie?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, right.
Mate, these blokes are absolutely kidding themselves, always trying to get on screen. Ridiculous.
Do you blokes reckon?
How's your acting going?
Yeah, overacting. These blokes reckon they got in the Logies. Yeah, right.
Well, it's only because you guys always hang a bit of, crap on us, saying that we're no good and the rest of it. But we went to the Logies, Dean.
Oh, these two went. Oh, no, they didn't. We did. Check it out.
Welcome to the 2011 Logie Awards, Frankie. How did we get in, please?
What number is it? What, 4th, 5th, 60th, 50th?
It's the 48th Logie
53rd.
Awards. It's the 53rd Logie Awards. And it's
What Logie Awards is it? The 53rd?
Women's Day Logie
Oh,
Awards.
it's TV week.
Let's go and speak to as many people as we can who are high profile.
We're not.
Come on, mate.
Fantastic, wasn't it? How good was that, Logies? We went to the Logies then.
He's jealous. He got the jealous.
Fair income. That
Mate,
was.
seriously, boys, I don't mean to let you down here, but you don't deserve to be on our couch.
Why?
Fair income. That was head scratching stuff. Get off the couch.
No. The reason that we do have vision and proof that we did Logies. There was an issue. We will admit that there was an issue. It was great at that bit. We could hear it all. The iPhone somehow didn't pick up all the rest of the audio.
Mate, what's wrong with taking your camera?
Well, there was no one there to shoot it, because all you're about getting in front of the camera, and to do stuff behind it. So
Points for getting in there, points for actually getting the interviews, but we can't hear
Well, if you just
anything.
have a look at this, bro.
Yeah, we did
get some pretty big names. We've got Matt Preston.
Yep,
he doesn't
see?
like you two at all, actually.
that's
why he
him,
walked off
Matt
at the
Preston.
end.
They're really quick clips here. After that, who'd we catch up with?
Molly
Dan?
Meldrum we caught up with. He wants to come on the show at some stage.
No, we've
Doing
already
this for
lined
the
that up.
show.
Don't claim that.
Josh Thomas, he wants to come on the show.
Who? I
Hugh
can't-
Sheridan, barracks for the Port Adelaide Footy Club. We found that out. You can't hear it at home.
I
but we
can't
found that out.
see. I couldn't
It's there
see.
on the screen. There, we're looking at it
This
right now.
gritty.
And then we got Andy Lee.
Yep.
The biggest name in the show, just about.
So,
Second
proof?
biggest.
Proof.
Fair income.
Apart from you.
It looked like you shot that with a Nokia phone from
It was
1998.
the iPhone. We're sponsored by Apple, us two.
I think you should get off the couch now.
Did we get
It's just-
Carl on there? Carl?
Get off.
Oh, Carl
Get off.
Stefanovic.
Get off.
This is
off,
Carl.
this is
This is
ridiculous.
Carl Stefanovic, the gold Logie winner.
You can't see it because we didn't turn the light on this bit, but it's good.
But it's all there. We went and we got these people.
Boys, yeah, get off.
See you later,
Pick
boys.
up all
It
those
didn't work. It
names.
didn't work, unfortunate, but good try.
Pick up all those names that you dropped on the way off. Brody, there's a match round of football coming up.
There is, and the game of the week is Western Bulldogs v Sydney. Here are our tips down below. You can see that now on screen. Robbo, Western Bulldogs or Sydney?
Well, I'm going to go for Sydney. I don't like the Western Bulldogs form at the moment. Not good enough.
Yeah, look, they were good for 3 quarters against the best side in the league, and for that, I'm going to go for the Western Bulldogs, Robbo.
All right, okay. Well, Dutchy's sporting bet of the week. What have you got?
Well, as you know, I've been pretty ordinary, but I tell you what, I'm back this week because I'm going to go for Adelaide. I cannot believe you can get $2.05 on Sporting Bet this week against your old mob, Melbourne, who are going terrible.
Well, there you have it. That's another show on Uncle Jimmy's Pool Room. Don't forget, tonight we have the grand opening of Uncle Jimmy's Pool Room. There's going to be names aplenty down here. I think Kate Sobrano's going to be singing. You're going to be there. What else?
Neighbours Stars, we've got Australia's next top model down here. Everyone's going to be here. Even my wife, Sarita Stella, supermodel, she'll be here too.
Frankie will be here.
Dino and Frankie, don't worry
Dino and
about
Frankie
them.
are kidding themselves.
Oh, thanks to Boomer Harvey, the skipper of North Melbourne. Thanks to Sassa Securities, our sponsors, Peter Worth, the Cubby House. Look, one last thing before you go. Leave us a blog. If there's anything you'd like to see, any bloke you'd like to see us interview, anything you'd like to see us do, get on our website, www.unclejimmyspoolroom.tv. Leave us a bit of a message and we'll get stuck into that. We'll see you next time on Uncle Jimmy's Pool Room.
Ew. Yeah, beauty, good show.
Good show.
What about the boys from CFM in Hobart, Matt and LC?
I know.
They're not coming to the launch, mate. I don't even know what they're doing here. What are they doing here?
Oh, there's a throwaway line. Yeah, you can come over. I didn't actually think they'd get on a plane and come over.
Mate, seriously, we're going to have to get the bouncers to get rid of them. They're just going to hang around like bad smells. They'll be cheap suiting us on.
Just won't let them in. Seriously, speaking of cheap suits, any danger you doing your buttons up on your shirt? Like 3 buttons, seriously. Everyone knows you're big.
I'm not big.
I don't want to have to see nipples every time we do the
It's a
show.
look. And what about you? Look at you. Sexually frustrated, purple. Kidding yourself.
Peter Worth, mate.